Everybody has a direct connection with the Creator because we believe that's how much the Creator loves His creation.
Is that what Quran teaches?
Yes, that's what the Quran teaches. Yes, that there is no middleman between you and God. There is no middleman. That you have a direct connection with God. You don't need the mosque. You don't need the church. You don't need nothing. You have a direct connection. You could be in the jungle. You could be in the middle of the ocean. And as long as you have that direct connection with
a female friend.
Okay.
Who's very intelligent.
Okay.
She just started dating a Persian guy.
Okay. Okay.
And you know, he's a very good man.
Okay.
But I figure if they are together for an extended time,
Yes.
she's gonna end up in a Persian community.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Where Islam is big.
Yes, but Persians they follow a different sect of Islam.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I want her
Yes.
to read the Quran.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It is important.
So she is well versed in the actual source material.
Absolutely. I think that's great. So here's a gift from me to you, okay, brother?
Can I take this one?
Okay, yeah, whichever one you want. Yes, go ahead. Whichever one you want.
I'm a perfectionist.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. It's okay. Now I'm gonna move this over here. So perfect. It's just gonna fill in the spot.
Yeah, and I thought about I need.
Do you want one for yourself as well? I don't mind giving you one for yourself as well, my brother. I have plenty of them.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother. You pick.
I'm already overloaded with information.
You're a perfectionist, so I'll let you pick whichever one you want.
Well, this time you pick for me.
You said this time I pick for you. Okay, let me see. Okay, here. This one, no creases on it. All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what are you guys? You're saying Persians? They're Shiite?
Yes,
like
yes,
you have
yes.
like two different.
Yes, so let's say for instance, so they're Sunni and they're Shia, right? So let's say there is differences, right? But there are certain extreme versions of Shia, right, that go against the teachings of Islam. Because in Islam, we have a very strict monotheistic policy, meaning that you worship God and God alone, right? You don't call out to anyone else for help besides God, right? But there's certain extreme sects of Shia that call out other to God for help. So for us, that takes you out. They call out to like someone other than God for help. You understand? Yeah. And that's unacceptable. You could only ask the Creator to help you.
So
you can't ask the creation. Oh, what happened?
No, it's very logical.
Yeah, it's very logical. Yeah.
What you're saying, I'm just.
An example of who they call out? Yeah, they call to like Hazrat Ali. Like basically, it's a member of one of the Prophet's family, right? So after the death of the Prophet Muhammad, right? Then so there's different types of Shias, right? There's Shias who just have a political thing where they felt like after the death of the Prophet that Hazrat Ali should have been the next leader, right? Because he is the bloodline of the Prophet Muhammad, right? Other people, they disagree. That's okay. But then there's certain extreme Shias who worship, and I mean they worship God, but they call out to other than God when it comes to for help of things. You understand? Yes.
And that takes you out of the fold. Like for instance, let's say if I were to pray to God and ask Muhammad, "Oh Muhammad, help me," then I'm out of the fold of Islam because I asked the creation to help me.
Muhammad cannot help me.
Exactly, exactly. He's gone. Exactly. We believe that he's dead. He's just a human being. So, and if we call out to him,
that will take you out of the fold. That will take you, that would mean you're calling upon the creation and not the creator. And that's what Islam is, when you submit only to the creator, not the creation. You understand?
I do. The only kind of problem I have with it, I have thought of this before,
Sure.
is that God is very high.
Yes.
It's very high. I have gone through a lot of work to eventually like, boom, you know? And in the Bible, it's only like few people at a time could connect to God, right? And during Judea, like a certain person had to be dedicated to like only service of God to be connected. So direct connection to God for a lot of people is kind of
hard. Yes.
It's unattainable.
Yes.
It's way too hard. So people have like intermediaries.
But you see, that's what Islam, we don't believe in that. We believe everybody has a direct connection with the Creator, because we believe that's how much the Creator loves His creation.
Is that what Quran teaches?
Yes, that's what the Quran teaches, yes. That there is no middleman between you and God. There is no middleman. That you have a direct connection with God. You don't need the mosque, you don't need the church, you don't need nothing. You have a direct connection. You could be in the jungle, you could be in the middle of the ocean. And as long as you have that direct connection with God, that is the most important thing, my brother.
You were talking about like the level of Abraham, Moses, who was later like David, King David.
Solomon, yeah.
Like the people that could
the prophets
connect to God directly. People have the potential because they're creations, and but it's a high standard, I think. Like, it's my educated. It's a high standard, and I was kind of like you, like, hey, anybody could connect to God. Like, you just gotta do your work. But with time, I saw that, most regular people, they just don't have the capacity.
Well, you see, that's what we believe.
Because God is great power. So you need to go through a lot of training in life, in order to then be able to connect to that power and receive intelligible communication from that power.
You see, so this comes more of like the Catholic background where they have saints and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you see,
that's why they have.
Of course. But for us, we believe that this is part of what the devil wants people to believe. That they don't have a direct connection with their Lord. That you need a middleman between you and God. You understand? Because that middleman could quickly corrupt the message that he's getting from God. He could tell you, if he's getting a message from God, he could tell you something else. But that's why in the Quran, it teaches you that everyone has a direct connection with their Creator.
What if God tells the person who is connected to God, like, hey, I need you to go over and tell this person this, or help this person. The people that are not at a level where they can connect to God, because that's a very high level. So God has messengers, right? Like Muhammad was a messenger,
you see, but you're talking about revelation. That's different.
No, messengers.
Yes.
People who could connect to God and who God can ask to do things, you know, educate
And we
people.
believe that as well. Those are called prophets. We call them
Yeah.
prophets and messengers. Yes.
Yeah.
So, like for instance, there's prophets that came with revelation, right? For instance, Jesus came with revelation. Moses came with revelation, right? So those are prophets that came with revelation. We believe
Revelation? What do you mean?
revelation meaning they came with holy books. Meaning, like, you know, God revealed information to them
Yeah.
that they reveal to the people.
Right.
And we believe them because they come with miracles. Like, let's say Moses, he split the ocean, right?
Yeah, right.
And he split the sea. That's why we believe him, because he's shown us through miracles that he is truly speaking from God. If he didn't do that, how do you know you could trust him? You understand? They have to prove themselves with miracles. Like Jesus, he proved himself with miracles as well. Jesus had many miracles. That's why we trust what Jesus has to say. But let's say you come and you say, hey, God is speaking to me. Now I would test you. Okay, if God is really speaking, prove it to me. Show me a miracle, right? But if you cannot produce a miracle, then maybe we won't trust you. You understand?
I understand that. I understand.
Yes.
I understand that. Like if somebody, but the thing is, religion in essence, and it's very simple.
But you have to understand, Islam is different, because I understand you're bringing the
so-
mentality of the Christian and the Catholic mentality. The Islamic mentality is completely different. So, but I do understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But this is a completely different mentality than the Islamic philosophy is completely different.
It's not completely.
No, it is, because I come from a Christian background. He's an ex-Catholic as well. So we understand the other.
It's not completely different in a way that both religions believe there is a creator.
Yes, yes.
The creator is the source of law,
Yes, yes,
right? Like the rules that we need to follow, that we need to live by.
yes.
Original Judea, you know, in the Old Testament, it was for any violation of the law, it was a death sentence, right? Stoned to death, stabbed to death. So
Well, we don't believe that. We don't believe that. But I understand. That is what they believe.
no,
Yes.
it's the purpose.
The punishment of sin is death. Yes, I understand.
The purpose of that was to establish a law-abiding society.
Yes, yes, yes.
Society that lived according to specific laws, and not, you know, tribalism or whatever they thought of.
Absolutely.
You know, so it was to establish and that's common between, you know, Abrahamic religions, you could say, that the core.
But like, for
The
instance,
purpose
like,
of the
we don't
religion.
believe in original sin. Like, for us, we don't believe in the concept of the original sin. Like, we don't inherit the sins of Adam. You know how obviously the Christians, they believe in the concept of the original sin, right? That Adam sinned, right? And then we all inherit the sins of Adam. As Muslims, we do not believe that. We believe Almighty God forgave Adam and Eve before placing them on earth, and we do not inherit the sins of anyone. That we're all
Yeah.
accountable for ourselves.
Dude, there's a lot of bad ideas right now in Christianity. It's like crazy. When you listen to what they're talking about.
For
it's
instance,
like,
the preacher right there, he said, if you don't believe Jesus is God, then you believe in Satan.
yeah, they're like idol worshippers.
Yeah.
They have turned the figure of Jesus into an idol, and then they are putting forward Jesus before God. And that's not correct.
Oh my, I'm so happy, dude, thank you. I'm so happy that you recognize that.
Yeah,
That's beautiful, bro.
I
Because it's
do.
all about putting God first,
Yeah.
right? It's all about putting God first.
Yeah, because God is not a person.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. bro.
But it's interesting. I've been through quite a lot in a spiritual journey. And what did I want to say? Because we went on to Christian thing. I kind of lost.
actually we're actually in the midst of packing up anyways because it's getting kind of cold.
I'll ask my thought. Maybe,
No problem, brother. Hey, can I offer you one more gift?